In the previous video, we talked about why two carbon atoms cannot form a quadruple bond. But some special cases for some special elements, a quadruple bond could exist. Most of them are transition metals. Potassium octachlorodiadenate is a compound with quadruple bonds. Today we will discuss all the points that made carbon-carbon quadruple or tetravalent bond contradictory but are supporting the quadruple or tetravalent bond in K2RE2Cl8. This will include electron repulsion force, steric hindrance, molecular orbital direction, molecular orbital theory from the last video. The last 2 points, bond dissociation energy and structural support, will not be included. Another point added is ligand effect. There are also some other compounds containing quadruple bonds like tetrakis, hexahydroxy, pyrimidine or pyrimidine, ditungsten or simply ditungsten tetra HPB. The structure of this molecule is considerably complex. Besides, it has exceptional quadruple or tetravalent bond aside from the pyrimidine cycles, so we won't be covering this structure. Rather, we will be focusing on some simple structures like K2RE2Cl8. Coming fast to our new points. First point, electron-electron repulsion force. Well, when we talked about quadruple bonds last time, we pointed out how much repulsion would 4 pairs of electron or 8 electrons do. As it was a theoretical measurement, it turned out to be 16 times more than what a single pair of electron does. Now, in case of rhenium, the radius of the atom is almost twice compared to carbon. Now, if we compare the repulsive forces, so we can see the repulsive force in the rhenium quadruple bond is similar to carbon-carbon double bond, and the carbon-carbon double bond is quite stable. Second point, steric hindrance. The steric hindrance occurs due to lack of space. Now there is a lot of difference in a carbon atom and a rhenium atom. Volume of a carbon atom is 4 by 3 by 0.7 cube angstrom cube. Coming to rhenium, it's 4 by 3 pi cube 1.37 cube angstrom cube. According to the information displayed previously, an atom of rhenium is 7.49 times larger than a carbon atom. So that's sure that there will be enough space for electrons. Point 3. The direction of orbitals. In case of carbon, only 2s, 2px, 2py and 2pz orbitals are available, making the bonding process limited, as there are only a few orbitals facing the same or similar directions. Now, the presence of d orbital in rhenium brings a differentiation. There are a lot of orbitals in the d orbital. Orbitals such as dz square, dxy, dxz, dyz and dx square minus y square are present. So two rhenium atoms form 1 sigma, 2 pi and a delta bond. This is not applicable for carbon as carbon has no d orbital. Now coming to our next point. Point 4. Bond order and molecular orbital theory. Even though the higher members of the periodic table usually does not follow the bond order theory, and there is no well-known process for those elements, so this theory can be even applied theoretically. Point 5 is ligand effect. Ligands are atoms or ions, generally anions, which could donate and share lone pairs. There are many compounds with quadruple bonds which are stabilized by such ligands and coordination complexes. That's chemistry for today.